him. All right, I'll go get the stuff. Put the basketball up. What was that for?
So I can carry it back.
All right, guys, good morning.
Yes.
We're headed to move the rams.
Yep.
Right? Dad went to work and he told us we need to move the rams to the back little patch today. Did he already move the little lambs out?
Yes.
All right. So that's what we're going to do.
That thing's red.
What is? Oh gosh, what have you been rolling in? Is that Cagney or Lacey? That's Cagney.
IDK.
It's Cagney. All right, so how do you say we do this?
We're gonna open it so they can go in there, and then we're gonna walk them in there.
We're just gonna walk them in there?
Yep.
So we're just gonna hope that Lefty leads them where they're supposed to go, or what?
I'm gonna hope somebody leads somebody.
Are we gonna bring Lefty over here too?
Yeah. And the little one.
The little ones? I thought you already put them out.
The little Billy.
Oh, the little Billy?
Yeah.
Okay. So all boys are coming back here. You need me to hold that? Oh gosh, there's those two crybabies. There's those two crybabies over there. All right, we got this. Let's do it.
This is actually what we're gonna do. Okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna get some corn
Oh, that's a good idea.
and walk them out.
Somebody's grumpy. Catch him. You got him. You got this, Clance. You got this. Don't let him buy you. Don't let him buy you. Poncho, can you just stop? You're gonna go to greener pastures. Actually, it is greener. There. Quick. Come on, boys. Let's go. Did we drop some on the ground?
You must have.
Lefty, here. Come on. Here. Boys. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Hey. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Here. Here, boys. Hey, boys. Look. Come on, boys. All right, let's go
Hey,
get.
over here.
Huh?
Did you dump all the corn out?
Yeah, we're gonna go get behind them and walk them in now.
Go get that one out of the pen.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Y'all see it. Pull that gate this way.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Why are you so grumpy?
So dumb.
Y'all have fun eating some grass, boys. They're like, oh yeah. All the boys having fun out here tonight. Today. All right. You missed.
Missed.
Are you a real cowboy?
Let's go.
You can't rope
If it was
goats?
If it was a cow, I'd have roped it.
You can rope cows, but not goats and not sheep? Lefty. We could have went and got it if you would have caught him, but you didn't. You missed him.
Let's go to our
Let's go check on that guy over there. See if he'll turn this way. If he'll, huh? You want to bring your rope
Yes, I could.
so you can catch old boy? You two ain't coming in here. What's wrong with this guy over here, guys? Did y'all hurt him? Did y'all hurt his feelings? Is he in timeout? What's wrong?
'68. He's the gentlest one.
He's got the squirts.
He's got the squirts.
He's not feeling very good. You missed your chance. You gonna get it over here? You want me to make sure they walk that way? I'm bringing him to you. You can't come this way.
You didn't let him? Did you let him go out?
You didn't tell me what to do.
Well, I thought you did.
He's... You're not very good at this.
Do you even know where the clippers are? To cut it?
Yeah. Sorry, guys. You're terrible at sheep roping. Or goat roping, I mean. You ever roped a goat? Oh my gosh. They're little.
The wrong side of
They're
it.
li-
Want him to come between us.
Oh, what was I supposed to do?
You supposed to let him go like you did Lefty.
Oh, I was supposed to let him go? He's a little dodging little thing.
Head down.
You're not going this way.
Hang on.
Sorry. Oh, catch him. Oh yeah. Got him. All right, I'll go get the stuff.
You got him. You got him. Don't let him go.
I have hair in my mouth. Get it.
I've got hair on my
I don't care. Oh my gosh.
These are sunglasses. They go on your face.
I don't want them on.
I don't care. We really need to get some.
Better ones? Better clippers?
Well, these are getting kind of old. Getting kind of dull.
You're gonna feel much better, Poncho. How do you know how much to trim like that? I don't understand. I watch every time and I still never know.
Just gonna do it by feel. Just lay him down. It'll be way easier. Oh, quit.
You want me to get on him?
Yep. Put your knee right there and just hold that leg. Don't squish the guts out. Well, that was a little deep.
Cody.
It'll be all right. Which one did we do already? Don't know.
I was trying to pet you and now you're being mean to me. This hurts. I don't know how y'all do this.
All right, let him up. All right, get up there.
That feels so much better, doesn't it?
Looks like he's walking better already.
I got blood on me, Cody.
Are you sure? You
Yes.
think that's blood?
Yeah, that's blood. Might be my own, for all I know.
Wasted a little, but not enough to worry about. Bring this. Got her. Old 68. Got a little touch of the scars. I don't even need to rope him. I'll just grab him.
I don't know, he kind of ran a minute ago.
Probably be easier to just grab him.
Yeah.
They all got a little touch of it.
Well, do you want to wait?
No.
You did it. Sorry, little guy. We got to give you some medicine.
There, big boy. All the way back.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work. That's right.
All right, let's go do a cameo.
Cameo time. You get the medicine over there. I'm gonna tie this gate back up that didn't get tied up.
All right, we got a cameo request from a couple that are getting married. Well, we got it from the husband. And they're getting married this Friday. And he wants to get his wife a special video. So that's exciting. It's fun. All right, check back in a minute.
So guys, I'm gonna show y'all one of the realities of ranching, whether it's sheep or any kind of owning livestock, I guess, not just necessarily ranching. So y'all know that we went a couple weeks ago and bought some rams. We invested about $1,000 a ram is what we have in these rams right now. I got home yesterday and noticed that one of them was kind of had the scours, which is diarrhea, so I doctored him for that. Then last night we went from 95 degrees yesterday afternoon to mid 50s and pouring down rain. This ram has a barn over here to get into, but he laid down here and that's where he died. You know, that's just part of it, guys. I mean, that's the reality of being a caretaker, is that even if you do the very best you can't save them all, and sometimes things just happen. So I don't really know what got this ram. He's on the same feed as all the rest of them, same water, same pasture. He just got sick and died. So that's the realities of it, guys. But I'm going to keep ranching, and I hope you do too.
All right, guys. Hello, welcome to the video. We are at our church. Clancy we're doing a 4-H educational presentation.
Yep.
What you gonna do it over?
Knife making.
Yep. So we're at our church is where it's being held, and we're gonna go in, get signed up, and then he'll know what room he's in, and hopefully he'll get to go to like first, so we can get it over with.
Yep.
All right, stay tuned.
My name's Clancy Archie. I'm 14 years old, and today I'll be talking to y'all about knife making. So how I got started knife making is I've always loved knives, all sorts of knives since I was little, and I was lucky enough to have a friend of mine that had his own knife shop and built knives. So in 3rd grade, whenever I was old enough to enter a project in the fair, I went to his shop over Christmas break, and he helped me learn to make knives, and I did that for 4 years until he moved. And this is actually the first knife that I built ever, and this is also the first one I entered in the fair. But now, in the past several months, I've acquired my own tools and supplies to have my own knife shop at my house. So the first steps is you're going to want to select your blade materials. When building your knife, the first steps you're going to want to do is select your blade materials. So there's carbon steel, stainless steel, and Damascus. Those are the 3 most common. The differences in those are carbon steel rusts, stainless steel doesn't rust, and Damascus is just a mix between 2 different steels. But personally, I use 1095 high carbon steel. Then you're going to want to select your handle materials. There's animal bone, antlers, and man-made materials. So I use man-made materials like this is a piece of paper micarta, and paper micarta is pieces of paper put together, epoxy together, and then compressed down. And I use man-made materials because antlers you can only find in certain widths and lengths, but man-made materials you can get in all different sizes. So it's a lot easier to work with also because you have more room to play with. Then you're going to be making the blades. So first I make a pattern, and then I trace it onto a piece of wood and cut out a little piece of wood so I know what it looks like and what it feels like in my hand. Then I'm trying to get to where I can just produce more and more, like just as many as I can basically in a week. So for me, I get it water jetted at a water jetting company, and then I get it back looking like this. So after I get it back, I drill my pinholes and my epoxy hole, and the pinholes are the 2 little holes right here. They are to hold the handle on, and the epoxy hole is just to give it a little more strength. And then I chamfer them so that the epoxy can help a little more. Then I'm gonna harden my blade. So as you can see right here, there's a little burr on the back. So before hardening my blade in my Paragon oven, I have to knock this little piece off because it's kind of hard to get off at the end next because it's been hardened. In my oven, you can program it to what you're using. So I already have mine programmed to 1095 steel. So all I have to do is put it in there and then press start, and it'll do the blade for me. So it gets up to 50 degrees Fahrenheit, and then I let it hold it there for around 10 minutes. And then I take it out and I check the magnetism on it, because if it's magnetic after being heated up to that temperature, then it's not ready to be taken out if it's still magnetic. It needs to be unmagnetic, so that's when you know it's ready. And then if it's not magnetic, I'll quench it in Parks 50 quenching oil, and then I just hold it in there until it's not sure where you can touch it, but it's cooled down. And then after I let it cool down, I take a file across it, and if the file slides straight across, that means that this is harder than the file, that your blade is harder than the file, and that's where you want it, because if the file catches, that means your blade isn't hard enough. Then after that, I put it in a temper cycle, and a temper cycle is getting it up to 400 degrees, and it holds it there for 2 hours, and then it cools back down to room temperature, and I do that twice. My oven, I'll just press a button, same thing. Then I'm gonna grind my blade. So I use ceramic belts first, and they're 36, 80, or 36, 60, 80, and then 120. These are what they look like. I use they're all orange. And so the reason I work up on belts is because 36 can get deep scratches, because it's not all just like the same height and everything. It can cut deeper in certain areas. So when you work up, it really just works on getting the scratches out as you work up, while also taking a little bit off at the same time. So before I start to grind, I use this, and I mark with this with a black marker, and then I have to do this to get my plunge lines. It'll put a line on it. I bet y'all can't see it from there, but it puts a line on it so that I know where my plunge lines are. So I don't want to grind too far, because if I don't have my center line or my plunge lines marked, my grind could look like this, where one side's way steeper than the other, and it'll be a lot harder to sharpen. It may not cut as well. So that's why I do that while I work up. And then I use my Trizec belts, and they're 120, 240, and then 400. So same thing, these ones, all they really are meant for is getting the scratches out. And on my grinder right here, it has a knob up there to turn down how fast that the grinder's spinning. And you need to turn it down as you're going, because if it's spinning too fast, the higher up the belt you go, it gets hotter if it's spinning at the same speed. So you have to turn it down so it doesn't get as hot fast. And if it does get a little hot, I have a bucket of water on a table right there, and I use it to dip my knives if they get a little hot. Because if they get too hot, they can take the temper out, which is taking out the hardness, and they'll be fragile. Then I'm going to be making the handles. So I'm going to take my knife that I've already hardened and grounded on and stuff, and I'm going to put it on my handle like this. And then I'll take, this clamp is what I usually use. I usually use 2 of them. And I put them on, and I get it, and then I trace around it with, usually I use a silver pencil. And then I'll cut that out. I'll take the clamp off and I'll cut it out, and then I'll put this back on there, and then I'll drill my holes in it so that they stay aligned. And then after I have my holes drilled, I chamfer the inside of the handle just so that it can hold epoxy a little better. And then I'll cut my pins in my thong tube. So the pins, which I've talked about already, they hold the handle on. And then the thong tube is what you'll put a piece of leather through on the end so you can grab it out of your sheath a little better, because sometimes they're pretty hard to grab out of a sheath. So this is a brass. These are made of brass. This is just a little bitty one, and this one has a big hole through it. And then I just use the grinder. I usually use like an 80, and I shape my handles with it. And usually I keep them pretty even, but you don't put a line on them so that you don't go too far. You just kind of eyeball it. So, yes, ma'am. And then I'll be finishing the knife. So I'll chamfer this back thong tube so that it just makes it look a little nicer. And then you're gonna buff it. So buffing it, it can take out some little scratches in the blade, but mainly it's just shining up the knife, makes it shiny. And then I'll put some oil, some 3-in-1 oil on it to clean it up and it helps it not rust as much. And then I'll just cut the piece of leather for the back tube, for the thong tube, and sharpen the blade. Thank you for your time, and any questions?
I don't have any questions, Clancy. I mean, you told me from why you like to do it to how you do it. So I don't think I have any questions for you.
Do you make a sheath for your nuts as well, or do you just have the?
I've really been debating. I haven't really got that far yet. I think we're gonna try to, but maybe not like patterned ones or anything,
Right.
but just some plain ones that, so that I'm not just giving them a thing without a sheath. But I could also have this one from a friend of mine that I could build like this. You just put it in there and then you seal it and then put these pins in it so that it will stay closed together. So really we're still kind of thinking about what we want to do with that.
How many knives do you think you've made?
That I've made in my own shop, I think I've made 4 or 5 so far. And
So
then,
is this all is it like the pictures are all from your place where you've just been doing it yourself and
yes ma'am,
not your friend's place?
right. I think there's one at the beginning from my friend's place in the introduction part. That one was from my friend's place, yes ma'am. But I think I've made 4 or 5 of my own shop, and then I've made 4 for the fair at his shop. So
From start to finish, how long does it take you to do? To make one knife?
well, for 4 of them, it should take me a week, but also I have school and all kinds of stuff. So like in the summer, for 4, it should really only take me a week. And I might be able to make 8 in a week, probably at the most. But at my friend's shop, it took me quite a while just because I wasn't over there every day. I couldn't get out there every day. Yes, ma'am, but the first 4 I made, they were in a week,
Interesting. Okay.
just after school.
Good job. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, I'm out at the barn and we have some live action happening right now. Our mama cat is having babies. All right, guys, our other kitty is having her babies right now. Trying to get it on video for y'all. I don't want to go in there though. So, gotta zoom in and see what we can get. Try not to disturb her. I don't know how many she's had so far, I can't tell. But she's doing a good job.
Okay guys, so we made it home from the sale. We left Erica this morning at the house and went to the sale, me and Clarence. And but we got home, we bought a handful of tiger stripe heifers. So we're gonna turn them out here and let you guys get a look at them. So what a tiger stripe is, and you'll see the stripes on these heifers when they come out, is it's a cross between Brahmins and Herefords, and that comes out with the tiger stripe. They'll come out in lots of different colors, but usually a bald or a motley face, stripes on them. So we got a handful here. We're going to turn them out and let you guys get a look at that. Okay. All right, Clarence. Mom, you want to stand over here? Clarence is going to let them out. So we got lots of...
Yeah.
Really? We're going to turn them out and let y'all get a look at them.
They sure don't want to be in that trailer much longer.
Nope.
Well, I don't know how long they've been at the sale barn, how long they've been standing in the lots up there, so they're ready to get out. What we're going to do, guys, is you can see there's plenty of grass in here. They've got a water trough over here in the fence, the blue thing. So we're just going to leave them here for sure all night tonight, probably all day tomorrow, not mess with them. We may just come up and try to cube them a little bit in those feeders just to kind of get them used to who we are. But we're just going to give them some time to rest and relax from being at the sale barn for at least a day, maybe 2. And then the next step will be to get them up and brucellosis vaccinate them, bangs vaccinate them, get the sale barn tags pulled off of them, ear tag them, and just kind of go ahead, worm them, all the kind of little stuff that you got to do when you first get them to be sure that their health is where it needs to be there. So that's the girls, the new girls, guys. Got my gate girl getting the gate right here. She does an excellent job at this. Erica, would you like to give a tutorial on how we close our gates?
All right, so I'm gonna go like this. Hold on, gotta do it like that. So they're gonna push against it, so I'm gonna go this way and chain it, and then I'm gonna go this way and chain it. Is that what you do?
That's the way I would do it.
That
Normally though, when I bring this around
you like
this
double
way,
do
I
everything.
come underneath and over. It just puts a,
Well, you're not the gate girl. So
I'm not the gate girl, so
that's the way to do it right, is the way I should.
I get the doors, she gets the gates. That's right.